Today I am back with a brand new fragrance. This video will be another addition to my Love, Like, or Let Down series. If you're interested in hearing my thoughts on Armani Bleu Lazuli, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself if you're new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe now. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So if you've never seen one of the videos in my Love, Like, or Let Down series, it's basically where I open a new fragrance on camera with you guys, smell it for the very first time, and then wear it for a few days, come back within the same video and let you know if it's a love, like, or a letdown. So we'll be doing that today. If you want to see more of these videos, please make sure you check out my playlist. I will link it in the cards above. You never know which side it is, so one of these sides. So make sure you check the rest of my videos out because these are really fun for me. It's exciting. So today we're talking about my very first fragrance from the Armani Prive line, and this is called Bleu Lazuli. And this is what the box looks like. So this is just a sleeve. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide the actual box out. So the actual box is like a hard, I don't know if it's cardboard, it's something. I feel like my hands, I just put lotion on them and they're putting fingerprints all over the box, but hopefully y'all can't see that. But this is just a really nice, like, solid box, and it has a magnetic top, and the fragrance sits right on the inside. So look at this beauty. Now I have to admit, I already opened this portion of it just because I wanted to see what the bottle looked like. But I have not smelled the fragrance or anything like that. So yeah, this is what the bottle presentation is. Absolutely gorgeous. And here is this beautiful, beautiful bottle. Now, I feel like this bottle just needs to be on display. It is gorgeous. They also have another one in this line called Vert Malachite, and I love the bottle of that one. It's green, but I'm not sure about the notes on that one, so I can't afford to just buy that for the bottle. But that one is like the prettiest in my opinion. You might have also seen Rouge Malachite, which is red, and then they also have Blue Turquoise, which is a turquoise colored bottle. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys can see the details on it. It kind of has this stone-like appearance, and then the cap kind of looks like a stone sitting on top as well. And I just feel like, I mean, this bottle is just gold. But anyway, let's talk about the scent. So I haven't sprayed it yet. I can't smell anything. So I think I will spray it on a piece of paper first, and then we'll spray it on the skin. So let's see. So I got one of my little testers here, and let's spray. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm smelling. I smell some sort of floral. Okay, now more depth is coming into it now. I know there's supposed to be some sort of tobacco note in this, I believe. I think it's a tobacco and honey, but not a lightweight one. I think from what I can remember reading about it, I think that's what this fragrance is all about. Right now I am smelling, I don't know. I feel like I'm smelling a lot of florals, maybe like gardenia. I definitely smell like I smell something like gardenia. It could be tuberose or gardenia. Definitely some powderiness to this one. I actually do think I'm smelling some honey, but not like a super sweet honey, more like a natural, like real honey. Not anything sickly sweet. Okay, let's try this on the skin, because right now it's not really smelling like what I expected, but you know, that's on a card. All right, now that we got that all sprayed out, I'm liking this scent more and more. I definitely think it's still more floral heavy than what I was expecting, but I do feel like I smell a slight bit of tobacco, but more like a white, I don't know if it's white tobacco in here, but it reminds me of the tobacco that is in I'm gonna watch Sunshine, but nowhere near as strong as that. The tobacco is nowhere near as prominent as that, but it smells like that type of like clean, maybe tobacco flower and honey. And maybe some almond in there as well. So real quick, off topic. I film in the very front room of my house, and the pest control people just showed up at my house, and the guy just stared at me through the window. It was so weird. Like, I knew they had pulled up, but I didn't expect him to be like up at the window so soon, so it kind of scared me. But anyway, back to the fragrance. I'm liking this more and more. I'm definitely getting a lot more sweetness than first spray. There's almost, I think there's maybe almond in this, or maybe a mix of almond and vanilla, because I feel like I can smell like a slight bit of Play-Doh to this. Like that Play-Doh scent, but not in a bad way, not in an overpowering way. It actually smells really good, but I feel like I can detect a little bit of that as well. So this fragrance does not smell like I expected it to smell. I honestly thought it was like a tobacco honey scent. Y'all know I try not to look up too many notes or like watch too many reviews before I do one of these videos, because I really want to like give you guys my own thoughts. But I did look up some, because I mean, I research every fragrance before I pull the trigger, especially on a expensive fragrance like this. So it's not smelling how I expected it, but it is actually very pretty. And I feel like the more I keep smelling it, the better it gets. So I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and wear this today. Just as a first sniff, first spray on, I have to say right now, this fragrance is probably sitting at a like for me, but it's near the upper level of like. So not a love, but a pretty good like for me. And I'm excited to wear this. I'm actually also excited because with it being a tobacco and honey scent, from what I thought it may be too heavy to wear now that it's getting warmer. But that's not the case at all. This smells perfect right now for spring and summer, and pretty much year round, honestly. But spring, I feel like this would work well just for sniff. So let me wear this fragrance. I will see you guys in a few days. For you guys, it'll just be a few seconds because it'll be within the same video. And then we'll talk more about what I think of the fragrance so far. So see you soon. Is your queen to be, queen to me? Okay, so I am back, and I know, new hair, but still same me. And it's been, I think, 4 days since I filmed the first portion of this video, and I have been wearing this fragrance every day since I filmed the first portion of this video. So I'm ready to tell you my thoughts on it. So first up, let's talk about how this fragrance smells. So as I said earlier, I expected this fragrance to smell like tobacco and honey. And so when I initially smelled it, I was quite surprised that it didn't smell like what I thought it would smell like. So for me, what I get most out of this fragrance is honey and osmanthus mix. So it's like a floral sweetness. I do smell the tobacco, but like I kind of said earlier, it's more of a very clean tobacco. I don't know if it's white tobacco, but it definitely does not smell like a smoky scent at all. So if you're scared of tobacco, you still could possibly like this fragrance. For me, this fragrance does definitely blossom on the skin, meaning it just becomes more full and more rounded. I do feel like the notes in this fragrance are so well blended that it's kind of hard to figure out what you're smelling. And you guys could probably tell that from my initial part of this video. Like, I was smelling a lot of white flowers, and I do smell white flowers in this still, but as you wear it on the skin, I just feel like the notes just all come together really well. And it's hard to really pick out what you're smelling, but it is smelling very good in my opinion. As it dries down, I don't think the scent changes very much. I feel like it stays pretty much the same scent. However, it just, like I said, gets more smoother, more rounder, but overall it still pretty much smells the same as when you first apply it as it does throughout the entire wear of the fragrance. So speaking of the wear of the fragrance, let's talk about longevity. So this is the portion of this video where I feel like I've really had to test this fragrance out, because sometimes I feel like it doesn't last at all. The first couple times I sprayed it, like the first day or so, I felt like it only lasted like 4 hours. However, I have worn this to bed and then still smelled it in the morning. So obviously it lasts longer than this. Now, as I've worn it over the past few days, I do think that this fragrance has decent longevity, but not the best. On me, this tends to last about 6 hours. And after that like 6 hour mark, it turns into a skin scent. Like, you definitely need to sniff, sniff, sniff. You will smell a little bit remnants of it, but this is not one that I can apply in the morning and be able to smell it when I get off work. I definitely would have to reapply this if I want the scent to last all day. When it comes to projection, I think this projects pretty well. I have gotten compliments on this from at work. I got compliments yesterday. I also got a compliment from my husband, unsolicited. And so people can smell it on you. However, I feel like I become a bit nose blind to it because actually when my husband complimented me on it, at that point I couldn't smell it on myself. So just keep that in mind. I read reviews saying this fragrance had like beast mode projection. I don't agree with that, but I do think that people will smell it on you. And I do think that if you just applied it, lots of people will smell it on you. But as it wears, it gets a lot softer in my opinion. So around the 4 hour mark, I kind of feel like somebody really has to be standing really close to you to smell it. So let's talk about uniqueness. So if you guys have been watching my videos, you probably know that uniqueness and the smell is probably the most important thing to me when it comes to a fragrance. And in my opinion, this is actually very unique. I honestly thought it wasn't going to be that unique. I thought it was going to be a honey tobacco, which I happen to love, but I kind of was up and down about purchasing this fragrance because I thought, you know, how many ways can we do a honey tobacco scent and I still love it? Like before it gets redundant. And this totally surprised me. I think this smells very unique. This is one that I keep sniffing. I've been wearing it, but I've also been sniffing it out of the bottle since I purchased it. And I just happen to love the way this smells. If I try to think about fragrances to compare this to, I don't have anything that smells exactly the same, but fragrances that I do want to mention that in ways it kind of reminds me of, the first one would be Armani Sunshine. Now again, they do not smell alike. However, the osmanthus and the white tobacco in Armani Sunshine, I feel like are very similar to the osmanthus and tobacco in Bleu Lazuli. So I'm not saying they smell alike. I just feel like they have some commonality. So if you like Armani Sunshine, you may like this. Again, not dupes, not dupes. Just that's the commonality that I see between the two. Other than that, I really don't have anything else that I could compare it to. I have been trying to think of other things that may compare because this is very expensive. So, you know, if I can give you guys a more affordable option, I would love to. But I honestly don't have anything that I own that smells the same as this. So where would I wear a fragrance like this? Honestly, I feel like this fragrance is pretty versatile. Like I said, I haven't worn it to work. I also think it would be perfect for a day. I also think it would be perfect for nighttime. It has that certain something to it, like a little bit of everything to it that to me makes it very versatile, and I feel like I can wear it anywhere. It has a little bit of sexiness to it, a little bit of sultriness to it, but also a little bit of like sweetness to it that I think allows it to be a very versatile scent. So in my opinion, this fragrance is definitely unisex. If I had to say it lean one way or the other, I would maybe say it leans slightly feminine, but I think it actually kind of sits right in the middle. So I really like that about the fragrance. So is it worth the price? Now, I honestly don't really like doing this section in these videos because I feel like this is such a personal decision on whether something is worth the price to you. So I can only speak from my personal experience and if it's worth the price for me. So please keep that in mind. So this fragrance for a 100 ml bottle, which is the size I have, retails for $310. It also comes in a 50 ml bottle, but that size bottle doesn't seem to be available everywhere. And I believe that size retails for $220, but like I said, good luck finding the smaller bottle. I found it one place, I believe. I'll try to link it down below if I can figure out where I saw that before, but The large bottle is the one that you're gonna see most often, and it is very expensive at $310. Also want to add that you hardly ever see these fragrances at discounters. So good luck trying to get it for the cheap. So I do want to throw it out there that I did not pay retail for this fragrance. I ended up purchasing this bottle from Mercari from a trusted seller of mine that I've purchased from before. I'm very comfortable with purchasing from that person. But the price really doesn't matter on there because you're buying from other people. If you've never shopped Mercari before, it's basically like a reselling app. I always have a link to it down below because that's where I sell my fragrances when I want to get rid of them. But I think that if you're looking to buy this fragrance, more than likely you're going to end up paying full retail for it. So in that case, do I think it's worth it? I don't know. I kind of sit on the middle on this because I would love if this fragrance lasted longer, and not just longer, but if it stayed a bigger projection for longer. It's not a requirement for me to have a fragrance that lasts 10, 12 hours, but I do like my fragrances to last anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours, and I want to be able to smell them the entire time. I don't necessarily care if other people smell them the entire time, but I want to be able to smell them without sniffing my arm to smell it. I want to just smell a cloud of fragrance around me. So in that case, I feel like I have to spray a lot to get that type of performance out of this fragrance. So at the high dollar point that is, I have to say that I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm kind of leaning towards no, it's not worth the full price. But if you can find it on a sale, I think that the fragrance smells very good. And, you know, it's up to you. But for me, I guess I would have to say no, it's not worth the full retail price. But if I caught it on sale or got $50 off or something, then yes, it's worth the price. So overall, is this fragrance a love, like, or a letdown for me? You guys know, if you've seen one of these videos before, I always like you to put it down below. What do you think I'm going to decide on this fragrance? So go ahead and put your answer down below. Is it going to be a love, a like, or a letdown for me? Okay, now that you had a chance to put your answers down below, I will tell you guys. This fragrance is a love. I love it. I love this fragrance. It does have some pitfalls to it as far as the longevity and projection, but honestly, the way it smells just vibes with me so much that overrides the lackluster performance on my skin. I have seen some people say that they get like beast mode projection and longevity on this fragrance, so you know, keep that in mind. It's different for every person, but I find that I don't, and if I did, this would definitely be like love, love, love. But at this point, it's still a love for me. I just wish that it performed a little bit better, but still love, guys, still love. How many of you guys guessed it right? Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you've tried this fragrance and what you think of it, and what other fragrances from the Armani Prive line have you tried and maybe that you like. I know Rouge Malachite seems to be the most popular fragrance in this line, but I'm honestly not interested in that. I do have my eye on Blue Turquoise though. That sounds like it will be right up my alley and perfect for spring, summer. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this fragrance, if you've tried it or if you're interested in trying it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And also make sure you're following me on Instagram. I always have my handle down below for you to follow me. I'm trying to be more active on there, so I would love if you guys follow me over there as well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.